So I'm the guy that ruined the dynasty, apparently. So I got a car accident really bad. Playing against Nebra, I think in the semifinals of a playoff series, I got in a car accident. And, I hate to say it, but it was because I was drinking and almost like I could have killed myself, But, I didn't. I was injured for a good 4 to 5 months. Wow. But, management was really angry. They're very disappointed in me. So was at the time my coach was Coach Black. They were very disappointed in me. Of course, it was my fault. I'm this kid. I needed to be accountable for my actions. I can't be doing stuff like that during the playoffs, But it happened. So that's where we were. And that was the reason why I got traded to Meralco, because of that. So they wanted to keep me in the company, but there has to be consequences for things for when you make mistakes like that. And that's what happened.
With the incident that you mentioned, how did Meralco accept you though, even if they knew at the back of their head that you went there?
Oh man, they took me with open arms. They were so happy I was there. I had such a huge chip on my shoulder. I was so motivated when I first came back. I looked like a freaking monster when I came back. I was so buffed out and I was so crazy looking and I was just playing so hard and working so hard. All the guys accepted me right away on that team. Like as soon as I got on the team, they knew that I was all business. They immediately promoted me as captain and developed really good relationships over there. Really grew as a player over there. I had to go through a lot of heartaches and a lot of, on the other side of not winning, of trying to make the playoffs or trying to just make it into quarters. It's such a different vibe, such a different grind. So I definitely grew as a player a lot while there.
Was it Coach Ryan Gregorio at the time?
He was, Coach Ryan for I think the first 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
And then it was Coach Black.
Okay. Then the core was like you, Gary David, or was that?
Yeah, he was like me, Gary David, Reynel Hugnatan.
Yeah.
Mike Cortez.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that was like the main 4 because Becerra and Chris Newsom wasn't there yet.
Yeah, they were in college, I think, during that time.
So at that time it was me, Mike, Gary. People are gonna kill me if I can't remember. Jimmy Alpod was there for 2 years. I forgot.
Yeah, after his TNT stint, he went there. What were the main lessons
Jimmy was on Meralco.
You imparted to them though? Even as like you said, you were the veteran, you were the captain, and then from TNT you experienced a ton of like achievements like the championships and these best player of the games and all these accolades.
Yeah, I was still a young guy, and they made me a captain. And, I've never been a captain before on a team, and I took that really like with respect. I was calling Jimmy all the time, asking for advice because I didn't want to act like I'm some big shit kid that's a captain. There's vets on our team. I don't want to disrespect them. I wanted to try to go about this correct way. So I was really stressed trying to be a good captain, but it was, it was fine. It was fun. Trying to think what else to say here. It was a great experience nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a terrific experience. How about the one with Calvin Abueva? Like you guys had a scuffle. I remember that when you were in Meralco. What was the story to that? Man. What happened after?
He's just a showman. Calvin is such a showman. He's great for the league. It's so entertaining to watch. Had it been someone else that hit me in the face, I would have rubbed it off and not cared. But since it was him, I was so angry because it's like, dude, come on, you just blocked my shot. Like, you don't have to be extra and just flare your arms. But again, I pulled on his jersey, I tugged him back, physics pulling arms.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, it's like, I can see how we can kind of do that and it be an accident. But to him, I was like, that's no fucking accident. I need to get this dude back.
Yeah. I remember that game. It was like a first game, and it's a Wednesday afternoon. I think people weren't watching.
Just on Wednesday afternoon, just chill.
Yeah. But then people started watching because of what happened.
Because of, ugh, I'm always causing headlines. Jeez. Yep.
Yeah.
But honestly, Calvin's cool, man. Off the court, he's such a cool guy. Normal dude, just like anyone.
How about the ascension of Meralco? What was the key factor on why you guys suddenly made the finals with Alan Durham in the Governor's Cup? What was the what were the?
What was the main factor? We just made big plays. We made big plays in the playoffs. That's all it was. That's all it is when you get to the bigger stage. You got to make plays at the end. And we're always good at getting to the end before making those finals. But somehow we would cough it up and do something stupid, make a mistake, something that wouldn't put us over the edge. So Alan was a beast, of course, as always. Any import that Coach Black picks is just freaking kills it. And locals, we just had to make sure we made big plays when it was the big moment. And we were able to do that for a bit. That's why we were able to get to a handful of those finals.
Yeah. I talked to you about this before we recorded, but how was the Joe Devans trash talk before the series when you get the coaches
so much fun
at you guys?
So much fun. I'm sure Joe was talking about it. Like, it was so much fun because we were just playing off each other's vibes and treating it like some WWE sanction where we're just talking smack to each other. That's all it really was, just to try to make some narrative that we don't like each other and people are gonna watch it, you know. So it was really fun at the time. Like, I really enjoyed, talking trash and dude, like going on any show, just admitting that I hate Ginebra and saying I don't like them, just thinking of stupid, silly stuff to say just to make it fun. It's crazy though. Like, people really take it serious. Like, I was for a while.
Was that the series when you played in Philippine Arena for game 5 to 7? And people were like,
it was so much fun, man. So much fun. Such a great experience. So many people. Felt so surreal being there. Like, the games went by so quick because you felt like little ants in this huge arena and everyone's watching you, and such a big spectacle to be a part of, something I really won't forget. It was such a gnarly time to play ball. Like it was for sure top 3 moments, I think, in my career outside, like even being on the national team, like that was so special, that event.
How about the injuries you needed to overcome? Because I was looking for articles about you last night in Meralco, and then there were a ton of games, crucial games, when you were like questionable. You weren't there in the playoffs or during the season. You weren't there in the start. How was it for you mentally? Because sometimes when players get injured and it's repetitive, they have a tough time bouncing back already. But for you, how did you stay strong and still continue your career? And you're still playing until like now.
Man, I really was in the darkness for a while. I'm telling you, when I was going through injuries and mental battles with myself, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through mentally. Like, I'm glad I got through it now because it did make me stronger, and I have a whole new perspective and outlook on how I play and how I go about my business. But when I was in the thick of it, I'm shooting up injection after injection and just never training. I'm always in rehab. I never had a season in Meralco where I had just full on training. I had to do some sort of rehab in the off season, and I would be behind once training camp happened, and I'm playing catch up. And mind you, during that time, I'm the highest paid player in the team. I'm the captain.
Remember.
So there are a lot of expectations. JD, don't let us down, buddy. Like sacrifice, discipline, like all that stuff had to come into play. And it was such a bad way to try to play through all those types of injuries, man. It really wore down on me. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really thinking about retirement. There's whispers within the organization that, maybe I'm not really hurt. It was just
like Kawhi when in the Spurs.
Yeah, but I understand, like to their perspective, like I understand where they're coming from now, but in that moment, you're just feeling so many emotions, like, man, how come no one believes me? Like, I would play if I'm really okay, you guys. Like, this is embarrassing. being hurt and sitting and watching, it's the worst. So it was just bad on both sides, you know. So it was really such a breath of fresh air to have a restart, you know, when I went to Ginebra. And so fortunate, you know, they took me in and was so patient with me and really allowed me to get myself put back together. And now, lo and behold, I'm still playing and still doing okay. And I got no complaints.